you tired of the same old weekend routine? Looking for something new and exciting? Then get ready to rev your engines at Throttle and Swing, the ultimate entertainment destination at NOLA Motorsports Park. We're talking about an 80 configuration go-kart track that'll have you feeling like a pro racer. And that's just the beginning. There's also a brand new 18-hole mini golf course and a state-of-the-art arcade. When it's time to refuel, enjoy delicious craft pizza, a full kitchen, and a bar serving up unique cocktails and gourmet coffee. You can also kick back in the outdoor lawn area, complete with a playground, live music stage, a massive screen for watch parties, and free Wi-Fi. Perfect for work or play. Planning a party? Throttle and Swing has you covered for gatherings of any size. So what are you waiting for? Head over to NOLA Motorsports Park on the West Bank and experience the unmatched excitement of Throttle and Swing. Throttle and Swing at NOLA Motorsports Park. Get your adrenaline pumping.
Chocolate lovers rejoice. Scandalous Chocolates has arrived in New York with 4 sensational new varieties.
That's right. They aren't just chocolates. They're an experience. Premium edibles crafted with the finest ingredients, blending sweet and savory sophistication.
We're talking 20 milligrams premium chocolate lips, sleekly packaged, perfect for on-the-go indulgence. Nuts, fruits, caramel, it's an affair you can take anywhere.
At just $10, it's an affordable luxury. Fair trade, single origin, gluten-free, and vegan. Find Scandalous Chocolates at quality dispensaries like Travel Agency in Gotham.
Scandalous Chocolates. When you're in New York, awaken your senses and delight your palate.
The affair you could take anywhere. Scandalous. Are you looking for a unique New Orleans experience?
Check out New Orleans artist Frenchie at FrenchieLive.com.
Featuring original artworks, prints, and more. See it all at www.frenchielive.com.
Live event bookings are available. The gallery is open by appointment only.
And for private showings or parties, email info@frenchielive.com.
Experience the art. Experience the artist. Frenchie Gallery. www.frenchielive.com.
Hey, Jay, you hungry? Like really hungry?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for oysters. Hey, let's check out Trenas.
Oysters? I love oysters.
Trenas features a wide variety of local oysters. Char, grilled, baked, and on the half shell, even the famous oyster log.
Oyster log? I heard about that. You get 6 each of their signature baked oysters, plus 6 fried, all on a cypress slab?
42 oysters. We are going to love it. Trenas is located in the Hotel Intercontinental, 444 St. Charles Avenue, right on the parade route.
Sweet. When can we go?
7 days a week for lunch and dinner, plus a mimosa brunch on weekends, and happy hour daily from 3 to 6.
Happy hour? Nah, you're talking my language.
Great drinks, great wine list. An award-winning chef, Matthew Farmer, leads a team serving the best seafood in New Orleans. Trenas.
Trenas, got it. Let's go.
Walking, stepping down the street, y'all. Talking, never know who you're gonna meet. Dancing, the groove feels so good to me. Singing, wow, yes indeed, y'all. Soulful living is all we know how to do. Place on earth. I'm talking about New Orleans, the greatest place I know. My hometown, the greatest place on earth. Yeah, yes indeed, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, welcome back to Only Good Vibes News Network, your source for positive information in Louisiana and beyond. Before we get started, we want to go ahead and introduce our guest today. Our guest is the illustrious guest that is the Chief Promise Maker, I think. I'm going to give you that title just now. The Chief Promise Maker. You know, Chief Promise Makers, I gave that job to people who make things happen. and you have to say, okay, yeah, it's going to get done. And then you don't realize it, but you just promise that you're going to make things happen. Is that kind of your gig?
That sounds pretty accurate. Certainly, if things are not happening, I'm the one that has to make them happen.
See, chief promise maker. You're going to promise to make sure everything goes right. And without any further ado, Miss Kelly Carpenter. Now, Kelly, that's a legendary last name. Do you have any famous carpenters in your family that you know of?
I not actually famous carpenters. This
You're
sounds
famous.
insane, but if you're familiar with the Foxfire books, which is about like Appalachia or whatever, there is a carpenter that is in a photo in one of those books.
And that is a relation.
And that's the only
Okay. All right.
semi-famous carpenter that I know for sure that I'm related
Well,
to.
you have a very, very, very famous last name, and you've been tearing it up for New Orleans by this is one thing. I know of a lot of things that you do, but one of these things that we're spotlighting today is your cherry bombs. The cherry bombs are they're dancing. Well, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to what they are and what they do, but we're here because you're having a big event, a really big event this Saturday, and this Saturday is going to be the 29th. And we're going to get into it deeper, but we're going to go ahead and do what we typically do. We always introduce the guests, welcome the guests, and then we go through our rituals that we have, which is we burn Palo Santos and sage, and we pull these Zen cards. I already pulled the Zen cards. So each Zen card is pulled because, we're here to celebrate the culture, celebrate the people, and the stories that make this city so special. And your story makes this city special on so many levels. You know what I mean? You are a New Orleanian here, so you understand a lot of things about Carnival and about our festivals and all the different things. And for you to take on one of the main things that people like to do during Mardi Gras is dress up and march around in their own parade. And you are in charge of all that stuff. We're going to get deep down into that. But first of all, we want to give a shout out to all our friends abroad. We're worldwide, Kel. I call it Kelly, Kel, just so you know. And we are actively have folks listening that we know of in France. That would be Shecky. Jared Bogie. I always pronounce his name wrong, but he understands. And also, he's a good friend of mine. He painted my face for years and years and years. He was the official painter of mine before he moved back to France. He moved to France. He's here he's in Baton Rouge. We were buddies at LSU and all, but now he moved. He moves a lot. He was in Puerto Rico. He was in Barcelona. Now he lives in northern France. And thank you, Shecky, for listening, brother. Appreciate you. And also, we listen to. We have a friend who listens to us in Costa Rica. Him and his wife. His name is Charlie Howard. Charlie and Nancy. They are the sweetest two people in the world, and they live in Dominical and Costa Rica, and we go there often. Thanks for listening, guys. And last but not least, in Italy, it's Sherry and Jack. They live here in New Orleans too. They're New Orleanians like us, but they moved to Italy, and it's fun to hear the people listening on these airwaves way across the water. So thank you for your time, folks. Thank you guys for listening. We'd like you to share, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, tune in. What we're doing is we're spreading, if this is your first time tuning into Only Good Vibes News Network, this show is only about doing one thing. It's about spreading positivity. And that's a lot of things that our guests today, that they do. They spread positivity. And there's so many good things to get into them. It's really hard to kind of segue a little bit and then come back out, but we're going to get deep into it. But one of the things we're going to get this started and get the vibes right is with this Palo Santos and sage. We're going to burn some of this and pull the cards. I already pulled the cards earlier, and the cards are just to get our minds in a place, right? And this Palo Santos and sage, if nobody knows what Palo Santos and sage is, it's mainly to clear, like saints and shamans use it to clear the air of negative energy. So whenever we're doing a positive vibe show, one of the things we want to always do is clear the air from negative energy. And one of the things that does that really well is this Palo Santos and sage mixture. And we just let that blow and it'll go out. It smells great too. It's very pleasing to some people. Some people are like, I can't take it. That means they got a lot of bad vibes. You need to get out. I'm just kidding. Just joking. So the first card is success. And it's just cards that we pull randomly, and it has a word on the front and a little insignia in the back, and it's just meant to help you think about just things, right? So it says success. It says success is not found in what you have achieved, but rather in who you have become. See, like, it's just a thought. You're like, wow. Like, and maybe you've been like stressing out about, man, I don't know if I'm being successful about this and I'm not getting. So the success, if you think about it, in a sense, this is one definition or one phrase about it, is not in what you have achieved, but who you have become. Meaning, like, we always want to get all this shit, want to get all this stuff. We want to have all these things and like, I'm successful. But have you really like grown in a sense? I mean, success doesn't necessarily mean material things, is what this card is saying, if I understand it right. And it just basically says that who you become, meaning like you become a better person. Success, that's success. You know what I mean? And then this other one goes right with it. And I picked these cards randomly. We just have a deck of them, and I burn the Palo Santos, wherever the hottest spot, I'm giving you my secret, wherever the hottest spot is on my finger, that's the one that I'll pull, right? So it's a bunch of different cards. And a lot of them touch me in different ways. And this one here is non-judgmental. Non-judgment. Not mental, just non-judgment. To straighten what is crooked, you first must straighten yourself. Once you are in line, the whole world looks different. See? I can get down with all these cards all the time because there's always something that I could use. You know what I mean? Because I'm always feeling like for example, let me just use both of these cards real quick. The first one is success. Like, I had a really big month in July, and I really felt like, holy shit, man, I've been working at this job. I finally got to this place I wanted to get. This is fantastic, you know. But one of the success part for me was not the fact that I hit the big number, is that I am getting better. It sounds a little crazy because it's like, it's the work is where the success is where it's saying, you know, because you can hit a number and then be off this on next week. Because in my business, like, what have you done for me lately? Right? You'd have a great week, a great month. All right, next week, next month, brand new, start off. So yeah, it's really important to understand that a little bit of part of success is the work to get to what you want to do. Like, that's how I look at that one. And non-judgment is basically the same, you know, it's almost saying the same thing. But that's really cool to get into a mode of calmness into these cards. And then we'll talk about all the positive things you're doing with the cherry bomb. So where did you first think about getting into this with the cherry bombs? Or just in Mardi Gras? Like, you're a New Orleanian. When would you first felt like, you know, I think I'm going to take it to another level. Not only having fun, but to raise money and to help people and in the process of having fun.
I don't know that there's a single Mardi Gras crew out there that's not also giving back to the community in some way. I feel like the fun that we have is completely tied to the giving back and supporting the community in whatever ways we can. Certainly within the dance community, that's going on. I mean, just last week or the week before last, the Sassy Racks and the Elvi had their blood drive at Tipitina's, and they do that every year. It's incredibly important to collect blood in the summer, and it brings the dance community together in this beautiful way that we don't really get because we're all performing all the time, and so we don't always get to see each other perform.
So Frenchie gave blood at that thing. It was his birthday. And it was a big deal for him to go and to give blood. He wanted to. He was like, man, I'm going to give blood for my birthday at Tipitina's. And that was it. He posted it on his arm and everything. So a lot of that stuff that you guys do, a lot of people do pay attention. A lot of people like donate and want to be a part of it. So, you know, I do look at it like that. But most of the time, I guess for me, I've always looked at it like what costume I'm going to have, what am I going to be wearing. And as I've gotten older and I'd like to think wiser, I have moved to being able to make it like a 4D situation. So now you want to dress up, have fun. You want to help people. You want to raise money. You want to make bring awareness. So that's like a 4D situation. It ain't just like, hey, we're going to go to the parade. Or we're going to go and march in the parade. You know, because you can be in parades. You can be in parades and march and not even raise money. But when you're doing it for that, I think what you just helped me see is that there's a whole nother gear to it rather than just having fun and helping people. But it really makes you feel good inside too, because you're like, wow, we killed like a lot of birds with one stone. We did so many different things.
I mean, we owe so much to the city and the people that have come before us. So like I'm from here, but my parents are from Alabama. So like my lineage is not intrinsically tied to Mardi Gras culture in any way, but I'm reaping the benefits of it tremendously. And so having the opportunity to give back is like saying thank you. For letting us get to be a part of this, because it really is so enriching. I often tell people that, you know, dancing in a parade is the closest I will ever be to like feeling like a rock star. Like, I don't play an instrument. I'm never going to be on a stage for 3 hours rocking out, but I can be in the streets of New Orleans rocking out with a bunch of my friends. I mean, and really putting on a show.
Argumentatively, that's a really bigger stage than in a Tipitina's or Maple Leaf or someplace. Like, you got a huge audience, right? I mean, I'm a modest dude too and a humble guy, but I understand your approach, and that's the way that probably keeps it. But if you stop and think about your stage is the whole uptown if you do the traditional route. You know what I mean? And you got to keep on performing. I would argue that some people that would rather play a set there rather than walk and dance, and because you love it, and you start doing things, the fear goes away, right? And you just like, it doesn't seem like fear to you. Like, this is great. I mean, like, all these positive things happening, you know. But I would say that you're already a rock star. I would already say that some musicians, they don't always have fundraisers, but every time that you're having fun, every time that you're doing it, you guys are doing it for a cause and helping people. Now, you go and do some parades, not every parade. Everything is like this Saturday coming up. But speaking of this Saturday, one of the things that it blows my mind about a lot of charities in New Orleans is how clever we get with it, right? And just like different ways of raising money and helping people and coming together. This is really cool when I was reading it. First of all, the name is just really cool. I mean, it got some funny names when you could use the word cherry, right?
Yeah.
Charity, you know, like, so Karaoke 2026. Karaoke is a karaoke competition. And this is going to be this Saturday, right? And this is going to be at Howling Wolf, right?
At Howling Wolf.
I think it's 8 o'clock.
Doors at 8, show at 9. If you're trying to compete, get there in the doors open window because slots fill up.
Okay, so let's talk about how do you sign up if you want. Say if somebody's listening and they want to get in and they want to be on. And is it too late or?
It's not too late. So the way we do it is you buy a ticket ahead. Ideally, you can buy tickets at the door. It's cheaper to buy them ahead. It's $10 a head, $15 at the door. If you want to compete, it's an additional $10 to compete. Cash prize for the winner.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be like I know you got a 50-50 raffle, but that has nothing to do with this. But is it going to be like a pot from that for
yeah. So that the $10 that the folks are putting in, that's going directly to the cash prize.
And it's gonna be first one winner takes all.
So first and second prize definitely get money. If we just really get crazy, maybe third will get money, but definitely first and second.
So guys, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's mostly ladies entering, right?
I don't know that it is mostly ladies.
Because they got the stormers. I mean, you got your associates, the people who protect you guys. Are they
The bomb squad?
the bomb squad? Are they able to?
Yeah,
participate?
bomb squad can participate.
Okay.
Cherry bombs cannot participate.
Okay, because they're pretty much a professional. We're just gonna leave it at that, rather than having to go into competition. It's like my alter ego, Whistle Monster. I don't want to be in a competition of a costume competition with somebody. It feels a little unfair, and I think that you guys may look at it like that. You may not, but
I mean, we do have judges, and so we feel like, you know, it's maybe unfair for us to win something at our own event, you know?
right. See, that's what I'm saying, because you're good, and that's what it is. So, and also it's an annual fundraiser, benefit charities, charities of the year. And this year it's the Daughters Beyond Incarceration. Incarceration. I don't know why it seems like I couldn't say it that time. But and the Daughters Beyond Incarceration is an organization dedicated to supporting girls and women impacted by parental incarceration through mentorship, advocacy, and the programs that help them heal and to grow and thrive. And that's going to be on Saturday, the 29th at Howling Wolf at 8 p.m. And you guys are going to be doing it on the same day as Krewe of Oak. Maple Leaf. Yeah. So
Midsummer Mardi Gras, man.
Mardi Gras. So
we did not do that on purpose.
Of course.
Fully accidental. Tried to avoid it.
We have a lot of we have a lot of it's like music, right? It's almost like a jazz fest schedule in this city all the time. It's like, okay, who are we gonna go and see? And even eating, what are we gonna eat? Everything, it seems like it's so much competition. But I think that's a great day to have a Saturday the 29th. A lot of people have some Katrina issues, and there's like a lot of things they want to get off their chest, have some fun, go out, do some karaoke. So, what's the songs you can pick for karaoke? They gonna have that, or do you get the?
So our karaoke DJ is DJ Alley Cat.
Yep, I was gonna get on her.
Y'all might be familiar with her from 12 Mile Limit has karaoke every Thursday night, and she runs that.
DJ Alley Cat.
DJ Alley Cat.
Yes.
She's got cat ears.
She's cracking them out. And also they're going to have, there's a lot of stuff going on here featuring DJ Alley Cat. We got prizes for the karaoke winners, 50-50 raffle, exclusive cherry merchandise. I just love saying that. This goes on so funny. Special cherry cocktails. Why am I so? It's hilarious to me. The saying that cherry is a trip. So the judges, never seen before performances, and more. Tickets go on sale, $10 pre-sale, $15 at the door. Like Miss Carpenter said, get your tickets now. They're less expensive than, you never know. You might be able to put another $5 on that 50-50. Get
I'm
your
saying,
raffle ticket. You know what I mean?
The less money you spend getting in, the more money you can spend on the cool stuff inside.
Donating and helping people, and also winning, because everybody wants to win, right? And so, you think you got what it takes. It takes 3 steps, basically, it says, right? The first step is compete. Compete, like, sign up at the kickoff, starting the Cherry-oke's are first come, first serve. There are limited spots, like Kelly said, so be on time. Number 2, $10 entry. There's not that many things you got to do. $10 secures your spot and goes straight towards donation. See, that's a really good thing, because a lot of times all of the stuff doesn't go straight to like the pot to the donations to help people. Like, it's like we have overhead for this, but this is really good. And the last thing is sing your heart out. So after the competition is over, I got a question. I just thought about something. So is it open for everyone? Like after it's over, the competition, do y'all just let people go ham or are you not really?
So it depends on how much time there is left, how concisely people get through their performances. If we get through them with time to spare, then we open it up for karaoke after.
So have people been already like trying out or just
no
rehearsal? No, just like you just go in.
So, I mean, people that do karaoke,
they know where to go.
They do karaoke. And so like most people getting on the stage at Cherry-oke is not their first time performing in this manner. So a lot of people have their go-to karaoke songs.
Have you ever done a karaoke and
the only time I've ever done karaoke, I was in like 3rd or 4th grade and I did Cake the Distance.
Shut up.
Because I didn't want to like do a sing. I didn't want to sing in front of people. And that's essentially like talk singing. So
I just thought that like that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Oh wow. So wait a minute. So 3, come on. Really that young?
Oh, it was some kid had a karaoke birthday party.
Wow. If you sing it, your jam, come for the fun and cheer on the fans. So like, I just want to ask you some questions as if like, I didn't know anything about the karaoke. Like I'm just going to be a person who wants to get involved and I don't know anything about it. So I'm just going to ask you some rando questions. When did you start with the cherry bombs?
So I personally started in 2017 and I can't remember if that was my first Mardi Gras or if that is when I joined. But
almost a century.
I tell people 2017.
Almost a century here.
A century or a decade?
A decade. Sorry. That's century. We're not, hopefully you'll be there for a century, but a decade is right. But so that's a long time. Did you always know that you were going to be taking more of a leadership role each time? Or it was just something that, you were like, okay, I'll just step up. But, because, I mean, you seem like you're really, really good at it and you lay back. You understand a lot of it. You've been in it for a very long time, and you don't seem nervous about it. You seem like, okay, everything's going to be cool. Just lay back. This is what we do. Is that just y'all's vibe?
I mean, we've been doing very similar things for a long time. We've got a great team. We had a great foundation. I personally have a tendency to be like, things are going to work out. And don't worry too much about things. Which is maybe a point of privilege, but also, being part of like scrappy community environments, you're just like, oh, we will figure this out together.
That's perfect. You're a perfect person for the job. Like, I'm really concentrating on understanding that I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So that means listen. But a lot of things that you're saying makes me want to talk because it's really cool. And that's the reason why the city is what it is. Which has the culture being held up by you guys and having people coming in saying, hey, we're going to give this a different twist. And we're also going to help the community in the process. And we're going to help ladies struggling. We're going to pick out people each time. Every year, is it always ladies that you help? Because I know it was saying that you guys stick together and by doing things in the community to upbuild each other. And so it's like you're looking for things.
So we're like very female focused in our organization. We only dance to female vocalists. If you catch us on the route, you're not going to hear men vocalists in our playlist.
Wow.
This is frustrating to my boyfriend who is constantly trying to make suggestions of different funk bands we should be dancing to.
You mean Ryan, the editor?
Yes. And so in addition to that, so our values are like, we want to uplift the community at large, but also women in particular, women and girls in particular. And so every year, our charity of choice is somehow female focused. So even if the organization, like the umbrella organization, helps everyone, we will be funding a program that specifically supports women in some way.
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, that's a very important thing, especially during times like now, when you really, really, really need to pull together as one, you know what I mean? And a lot of times a lot of things that when we're doing this, it doesn't just go as far as like, we're going to do female music. We're going to make it a point to do almost all females charities. We're going to make it a point to stick together. We're going to make it a point to build each other up. Like that is so needed right now. Not just for females, for men too, for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it's even more so of I think, I tell my wife all the time, women are smarter than men. I don't have a problem with saying that. Like some men do. I mean, we don't have the babies. Like we probably lose a baby. I'm not saying we're gonna lose it. I'm just saying. But no, you guys are different. You guys are wired different and nurturing and helping people and bringing people together. Not all women are like that, but I'm just saying that like that's the thing that I see the most out of this, and that's a refreshing thing because guys can have it. I mean, look at the 6'10" Stompers. I mean, right? It's all guys, right?
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, so why not have all females? I think they should have more all female ones. I mean, I know that we have like I'm a part of a crew of Oak, and I think they have 19 crews or something like that marching now, or like, and we didn't even have any. We just started opening up. Did you guys ever do Crew of Oak?
So interestingly enough, the first parade that the Cherry Bombs, and this was in 2011 before I was a member, but the first parade they ever paraded in was Midsummer Mardi Gras.
Boom! All right.
Yeah.
We brought it back full circle here.
Yeah.
So this is like it's almost like a mandatory thing that just happened to happen because if you guys are doing it on the first ones that we did too, during that whole first time, that's awesome. And then 11, 27. Yeah. So not only have you been doing it for so long, but now you're so big till you have your fundraisers and it's on the same day competing with it.
I mean, I wouldn't say competing. I think the people that want to go to Midsummer Mardi Gras are going to be at Midsummer Mardi Gras.
But some people might want to get that karaoke money.
Some people are not trying to be out in the street. They're not feeling the heat. They're not trying to pull out their costumes or whatever the case may be.
That's the beauty of it. That's so good because you're right. AC rules these days. And look, our theme is the rhythm method. And King Johnny Vidakovich and Allison Young are both musicians. So there you go. Yeah. And so it's going to be fun. We're going to, so what time, 8 o'clock, what time do you think it'll be wrapping up over there?
We're trying to wrap up by midnight.
So you having musical guests or you just having a DJ? You have some females?
We're just having the karaoke performances and then the Cherry Bombs will dance. And then DJ Alley Cat is also going to perform. She is, in addition to being a DJ, is also an actress. She's just really talented beyond you would.
Really?
Yeah. She's awesome.
DJ Alley Cat, huh? I'm going to have a listen to her. So tell me, who are the Cherry Bombs? If like somebody who don't really know.
All right. So the Cherry Bombs started in 2011, like I mentioned a minute ago. All female dance crew. We parade during Mardi Gras. We do Pride. We do Crew of Boo. And then we also do performances throughout the year. Folks invite us to perform at things. We just talked about the blood drive. And then, of course, we have our own events. And then every once in a while, folks ask us to be in some paid situation. A while back, and I don't remember what year this was, certainly before I was a member, we had Cherry Bombs dancing in a Red Hot Chili Peppers video.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Really? Can we talk about that?
Isn't that wild?
That is.
I mean, I wasn't part of it, but our dance captains were part of it at the time. And yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool. So do we know the name of it?
I don't remember the name
Suck
of it.
My Kiss?
No.
Cherry
We
Bomb?
recently posted about it not too long ago, I think. So it might be on our grid.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
So now the next question I'm going to ask you is how do people get in touch with you guys if they wanted to donate or if they wanted to be part of the Cherry Bombs?
Okay. So first, if you're trying to donate, if you go to the Cherry-oke page,
Okay.
there's a button to buy tickets. And then right under that, if you can't make it, but you want to donate, there's a button that you can press to donate. If you're trying to be a cherry bomb, so we're actually intentionally small. Our goal is we want everybody to know each other. Everybody knows one another's names. You actually know about the other people in the group, and you have opportunities to spend time with them.
Do y'all have roughly?
So we have around 55 folks.
That's not small, but
In town, we have like 40.
okay. So 10.
Yeah. So we try to keep it small, and then we stagger our auditions. So we have auditions every 2 years to give us time to acclimate to each other and get to know each other before introducing new people every year.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, wow, that's interesting that you have 2 years that you give people to a chance to be like, okay, you're going to be good here. Now, 2 years is a long time. So how many parades you think they're probably going to get in 2 years?
So we do 3 parades during Mardi Gras, and then we do Pride and Krewe of Boo, and every once in a while we think about maybe doing an extra parade. We haven't done an extra parade in a long time. We've stuck to those 5, certainly since COVID.
So is the fundraiser always on the 29th?
No, man. So I would really love to have some consistent date for Cherry-oke. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe next, I don't know.
Not the 29th, because we want to have you back at Maple Leaf for the Karaoke.
Yeah. The last few years, it's been all over the place. We did it in June one time. We did it in July. Now we're doing it in August. So it's mostly dependent on our mental capacity.
Already, you're like, okay, we need to get a break here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we have 19 groups, over 440 people. Wow. So there's a lot of crews. So is there a lot of female crews, or do you know that people are just strictly females that you guys know of besides yourselves?
Yeah.
There's a lot. So most of the ones that are organ grinders and those kind of people,
so organ grinders don't exist anymore.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so it's the Sassy Racks, the Jamettes. I believe that's who
I think Sassy
the organ grinders
Sassy
separated
Racks are
into.
in there.
Yeah.
Mufiladas, are they all women?
They're all women.
The Weather Girls, are they new or something? I never heard of them, but
I've seen them before, but I don't know how long they've been around.
so there is a strong presence of women crews, but I'm curious if they are as active and fundraising as you guys are.
I think they definitely are.
Are they? So a lot of those are, huh? Wow,
That's what I'm saying. All of these crews, certainly all the dance crews, everyone's got something going on. Everyone's somehow involved. I know one of the Disco Amigos runs Girls on the Run, I believe. And so they, invite all the dance crews to come out and be at the stations cheering on the runners for Girls on the Run.
Do you guys ever get together and think about maybe having a big collaboration with all the crews and just they have the trucks, they have the food trucks get together and people, it's a big I mean, it's a conglomerate of people that just every day probably building new crews and everything. But
Truly.
as far as like what you guys are doing with a controlled mission of donating and helping people, I mean, that's a lot of people together, whether you guys get together and do like a, not going to say fried chicken cook-off, but something like something that where you just combine your forces. Because I mean, you guys are doing such great things. It just hit me. Like, I'm wondering if you guys got together and.
I mean, running a crew is a lot of work.
It is.
And we're all doing so much. So it's hard to really get everybody together all the time. But I would say the most successful event, because like a lot of us incorporate other crews into our events in some kind of small way.
That was going to be my next question.
But I think the blood drive is the best example of bringing crews together. All the crews are trying to give blood. There's an opportunity if your crew's able to, they can donate a raffle item. So some of the crews like create baskets. Blood drive is amazing. The Sassy Rack, Elvi blood drive is just truly one of our favorite events every year, because it is so nice to be together as the dance community.
So how do you book the cherry bombs for a parade or an event or a performance?
Well, it starts with emailing us at nolacherrybombs@gmail.com. And then we'll ask you a bunch of questions to try and figure out the feasibility of it for us, how many of us you need, how long you need us, date, time, that kind of stuff. And then if it's a volunteer kind of event, we might do it for free. But generally, if we're doing some extra practices and you have folks paying for your event, we're going to ask for some kind of compensation. But there is like a sliding scale situation there.
So how many do you have to have as a minimum? Because like, say if you're having a party and say, okay, we want to have a couple of cherry bombs here. Like, do you have to have all of them or how does that work really?
So you can spec how many you want. And then it just depends on, because like sometimes folks ask us for 15 people and we might not have 15 people available. That happened. Someone's like little corporate parade, they asked us to participate, but you know, these little conference parades are during the week, during the work day.
Yeah, and you guys have real lives and things that are moving, right? Like, we don't do this just every day, you know?
Yeah, and so sometimes we can't make it work, but
how long would you guys like ask. About a week in advance or a month in advance if you most of the time?
So we actually prepare for events. So we do though we're practicing year round, we're typically adjusting performances based on the ask. And so we do like to have as much time as possible. Ideally 2 months would be cool.
2 months, guys. It's not a long time, especially when you got like an event coming out and yeah. And so you guys kind of curtail it for each specific event, possibly sometimes? Yeah.
So, I mean, we will. So, for instance, some conference or some corporate event hired Trombone Shorty to perform at their event, and then hired us to perform with Shorty's band for like the last song. As like the grand finale.
That sounds fun.
What was I answering just now?
You were talking about how many people and how many people that could come there and to the.
Oh, that we customize things. Yeah. So, you know, we're customizing that. We don't normally dance to male vocalists. It was hurricane season, the song Hurricane Season. And so we adjusted some of our marches and put them in a specific order to make it work with the song. One time we performed for the Pelicans, and we performed during one of the half times, but then we also at some point performed with a bunch of other groups, and there was a band playing, and you know, we're just, you know, we're adjusting based on the situation.
So you are flexible with the male songs if it's going to be like something. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So because you guys go in, I mean, you could probably just go do all female playlists and do a bunch of things too, though, right?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. So again, if you want to book them, you go to NOLA Cherry Bombs with an S at gmail.com for all bookings and inquiries. So the next question I have for you is the Bomb Squad. I'm interested. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so speaking of auditions, so we do auditions every 2 years. So something we often recommend is if it's an off year, come be part of the Bomb Squad, get to know us, see what we do, see if this is really something you want. Because there's like we've been talking about, there's a million dance crews out there. There's a million marching crews out there. Find the one that fits you best. I mean, that's the beauty of all these options is you can really find where you fit.
So maybe I'm getting the wrong signal, but can the males be in the Bomb Squad?
Yes.
Because
so the
like protecting
the Bomb Squad is anybody.
Okay.
Anybody can be a Bomb Squad. It's a lot of folks' partners, but it's a lot of folks that just like hanging out with us. They're good friends of ours. They love the vibe of walking in a parade.
Yes.
I mean, it is a party. It is really fun.
Oh, I walk in a lot of parades. I know. I mean, it's really cool to walk in and see people like just, you don't have to worry about throwing a lot of things. You still getting the best of both worlds, you know, because people are still going crazy and cheering you on. It's just a beautiful vibe of parade, first of all. But if you're in a parade and you're walking and you're just having a good time and you can mingle with people, you can stop people giving you drinks, and it's a good time. And
yeah,
I mean, so females, they want to join. It's going to be every 2 years. But if you want to be a part of the Bomb Squad, you could probably come in and
anytime.
And then,
shoot us an email. We'll add you to the list. We'll shoot you an email when opportunities arise, and you just let us know if you want to participate.
Again, that email is cherrybombs.
NOLAcherrybombs at gmail.com.
And so this last question, what does a membership require?
Right. So we practice year round. So some folks think, oh, Mardi Gras crews, they're only practicing ahead of Mardi Gras. Not the case for us, not the case for a lot of organizations. So we have a standing studio practice every Wednesday at 7:30. To be a member, to be an active member, you need to be making an average of one practice a month, one of those Wednesday practices a month.
That's not a lot to ask.
It's not a lot to ask. I mean, and it's so important
So
to actually
12 in a
like
year.
show face, be around your people, because you know it's a sisterhood. We want you to
Yes.
actually get to know each other. And if you're not around, you're not getting to feel like you're part of it. And then leading up to parade season, we're also, in addition to our Wednesday night practices, we're practicing on the weekend at the park. So like so many groups, we're out at Audubon, we're out at City Park, we're making the laps with our little block rocker and doing our little dances.
Do you guys practice, like work out for the steps? Do you have a program for people? Because some people are like, I want to go do it. And like, wait a minute, it's this far? Do you kind of like prepare them a little bit to say, hey, here's some...
That's what we're doing on weekend practices at the park. That's stamina practice.
Okay, that's what I was...
In the studio, it's cleaning, it's making sure we're doing the right moves, we're checking our faces in the mirror. At the park, we're getting those steps in, making sure we can physically make it happen. Yeah. That we're moving fast enough.
And you got a routine. You're not just walking.
Yeah.
Right? You got to like turn, stop, dump. Remember the song, remember the moves.
Catch up with that float.
Yes, get that float. Yeah, right. We got to stop. We got to go. We got to stop. We got to go. So, I mean, this is just such a great cause, first of all. I mean, how do people donate? Do the same email?
So the best way to donate, specifically if you're trying to donate for Daughters Beyond Incarceration, is going to the Cherry-oke page on our website, which is cherrybombsnola.com. If you go to the Cherry-oke tab and you scroll down, there's a button to buy tickets, and then right under that, a button to donate. So if you just want to donate, that button's right there. Daughters Beyond Incarceration really is a cool organization. I mean, something like 80% of women in jails are mothers. And so regardless of how long you're imprisoned, that is going to have an impact on your children, on your family,
on
you. I mean, it really does. You need that extra support. And in particular, so many women are single mothers, particularly in our city. And so having that main person, that pillar of your household taken away for any amount of time can be really disorienting. And so this organization helps the girls that are impacted by incarceration, whether it's their father, their grandmother, their mother, whoever in their family has been impacted by incarceration. They qualify for this program. It helps them process their emotions.
Yep.
It helps them learn how to be advocates for themselves.
Yep.
And then it just gives them a positive place to go. I mean, and you know this,
That's
the
so
importance
important.
of having like a safe place and a place that you know people are going to support you, that is going to be there for you from one year to the next.
Especially a lot of these people, I would think, sometimes get trapped into almost being ashamed or hiding it. But if someone's like, hey, I'm here to help and this is all we want to do, that has to be refreshing for them and opening up to them, like to feel better about themselves rather than feeling like you're carrying around this big secret and like everybody's going to. So do you guys always pick, I'm sure you don't pick all the same. Who did you guys pick last year?
So we actually just finished working we did 2 years with Birthmark Doula Collective.
Oh, really?
They are doing phenomenal work supporting birth equity.
Wow.
I mean, with the repealing of Roe v. Wade and just I didn't realize until, probably my 30s how dangerous pregnancy
Can be.
really can be.
Really.
And so like these folks are out there educating. So even if you don't need a doula necessarily, they offer postpartum assistance.
That goes a lot without, I think misdiagnosed. Like, it's just almost like, you just gotta, but it's a lot going on, like a scientific, like a lot of neurological things happening and physical things that are happening too that people don't quite understand, and bringing awareness to that can do nothing but help anybody and everybody that's involved.
Yeah.
The husbands, the people who like just don't know what to do. Like this lady just was on television getting charged about her kids, because it's unfortunate that it's an awful thing, but I guess you don't know until you're in it. And
so many things you don't know until you're in it.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I never thought this could happen to me.
Right. And I mean, you guys, I can't give you guys enough props for like stepping up and picking and choosing people that really need help in the community, making it fun to help them and to continue to help others. Like that's really important in this world today. And to have you guys and to have you on here is an honor, because I would love to have any more groups that or any people that, and same here, guys, if you know people, you can send me an email at whistle@ogv.com and you can get in touch with me. Easy enough. And but we definitely want to make sure that I spotlight all of you guys, because we need every single person, especially at times like now, you know what I mean? Because it's difficult times. People need to know that people care about them. People need to know, because it's with mental health and things like that. These people have been just left on the side, females and males, all alike. So when females come together to help everybody, I think that's a thing that needs to be an alarm on, and we need to let people know how easy it is to get in touch, and that there's help out there mentally for them, and there's women out there, there's sisters that's got their back, and also this time with the incarcerated people whose family members are just kind of like almost forgotten about a little bit. You know what I mean? It almost feels like they get punished too. You know what I mean? But for someone to stop and say, hey, we're thinking about you guys. We want to make sure that you're okay mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's a beautiful thing. So is there anything that we did not talk about? I just want to go over this again. Again, guys, don't forget to show up at the Howlin' Wolf at 8 o'clock on the 29th for Cherry-oke 2026. It's a competition for an annual fundraiser to benefit the charity. I mean, like it's like a I can't. I don't know why I'm blushing about saying cherry, but charity of the year, Daughters Beyond Incarceration. Daughters Beyond Incarceration. I think that's a really. I might want to try and see if I can have them on this show.
I think that would be awesome.
Don't you think?
That would be so cool. I can put you in touch with them.
Could you?
Yeah.
That'd be great. And if you guys don't mind, if you know anybody like Kelly here with the cherry bombs and Daughters of Incarceration and people who really need to have, who are doing good things. That's really it. They don't need anything because all you're doing is all the good things you need to do right there. But I want to spotlight you. I want to spotlight them. And I want to make sure that they know that your work is not going out over the, and look, as far as this card, it comes into play. This is the card for you. Success is not found in what you have achieved, but rather in who you have become. And you have become the leader and the chief promise maker, one of the chief promise makers for the Cherry Bombs, who are doing really lovely things for people. And for years, since 2011. I also want to say, if there's anything that you want to donate to them, as far as like for the raffle, you taking all sorts of things.
So we're good on raffle items. Okay. Not raffle items, silent auction items.
Okay.
We've got like 35 items.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they're really good.
Okay.
One of our packages is from Dickie Brennan's. They give us $100 gift card to be used at any of their restaurants.
Really?
A cookbook, spices. I mean.
And so then you just, the tickets are like $10 too?
Yeah. So to get in, it's $10, and then silent auction, you're just bidding.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So silent auction is just a silent auction. Okay.
Yeah.
And the 50-50 is just everybody.
Oh, yeah.
With
And the 50-50. Yeah. If you're unfamiliar with the 50-50, if you go to Saints games, you're probably familiar with it. But 50-50, you're buying raffle tickets for like very low amounts of money. But if you win, you get 50% of the pot. And then the other 50 goes to the charity. Yeah,
that's one of the biggest ones that I've always known that people love to do. Because I mean, I've even won one time. I won like $1,600 one time.
That's crazy.
It is. I mean, I am a very fortunate person. I feel like that, and I know it because look around. I mean, I get to talk to people like you. And I have a real job where I like have to work really hard and not to put on headsets and talk about positive things with people. But I'm available to do that too because I am blessed and because I am in New Orleans and I love all the things that we do because we're so overwhelmed with negative stuff. You know, like there's so much negative things going on, so many negative things going on in the world. You have to start to find the good things. And I'm a master at finding the good things. I always tell people, like, if you look at it like this, to say, how do you stay positive? Like, how do you find things in this tough time? It's the same way I look at the analogy of if you ever bought a car that you didn't have before, right? You never had this car before, and you finally buy it. You're like, wait a minute. These cars are everywhere. Like, I've never seen it one time, right? But that whole thing can be used as far as finding positive news and bad news because the car's been there. We're just starting to look for it because you have it. The same way with good news. Once you find something that's good, if you keep on looking for that good news, I'm looking for the good news car all the time, me. Because I'm like, oh, wow, that's amazing. This is amazing. You know, I'm just not tuned into the negative car, right? And that's just how we are as humans. We're in tune to that car because we're looking for it. We need to start looking for positive news. And that's why I created this show. And it's just really been a blessing for me to spotlight people like yourself and to talk about today the Daughters of Incarceration and Beyond Incarceration. And not only the family, but the person that's in there. getting help with their kids. I mean, do you help them too in a sense, or is it just mostly for them?
So part of what they do is help foster that relationship, so that, because as you can imagine, as a kid, when your parent's not there, it can sometimes be, you can harbor some resentment there. And so part of what they do is they do help work through some of that. And so if it makes sense, supporting that relationship and helping that relationship continue despite the separation.
It's always weird because I never knew my dad until I was 18 years old. A lot of people don't know that. But I never had any resentment. Maybe I didn't show any resentment in my mind. Maybe that's the wrong way. Maybe I didn't realize I was showing resentment, but because I'm sure there's something there, right? But my mom and dad both passed away, and but I remember being a kid going, it's okay that they're not together because, I don't know, I guess I was wise beyond my years, but because I was just thinking they probably couldn't get along. You know what I mean? And just being a young kid thinking maybe it just didn't work out. And that's not it. I never was poor me. Why don't my dad's not here? Because I had 2 uncles. Well, I had 4 uncles, but 2 of them would really be we coming over there and that's your ass. And I'll be like, right? It was no male discipline shortage in my life, right? It was pretty much borderline child abuse, if you want to talk about it. Seriously. Back in those days, I'm 59 years old. Yeah, I know. I have Benjamin Button's disease. No, but the truth is, those days are way different. You know what I mean? But thank God for my mom's side of the family, because they just did not allow me to feel sorry for myself for any of that kind of stuff. But I am very happy to have this show with you, and I'm looking forward to having you come back and maybe even tell us how it went and any other things that you guys do. If you have any kind of stuff going on, especially fundraisers and things that you're doing, or during Mardi Gras times that you're really excited about having a finale, a big deal going on in Mardi Gras, or something that you guys want to give me a call. You're always welcome here in the Fan Cave. And anything else you want to say to the audience or folks that we may have left out about Saturday?
I think we nailed it.
I think so too. I think you did a heck of a job. Boom. So, all right, guys, you had a great time. We had a great time here with Kelly, Miss Carpenter. The funniest, coolest part about this show is at the end, I always give people this big 6 things that they can do to have a great life, right? So the big 6 things is brought to you by Trenas today. Trenas Seafood. They're opening up on the 28th. They have seafood inside the Hotel Intercontinental. And Jim Richard and the guys over there are just fantastic. I kind of named a bunch of our sponsors. Frenchie Live. Also, we have Scandalous Chocolates. And one of our major sponsors is NOLA Motorsports Park. And they have been with us since day one. And they have been a major sponsor of ours. They're very big in the community. They were just over with Heroes of New Orleans. They gave a bunch of money to those guys. And it's a community where, it's for the kids who are less fortunate. And they are giving them access to podcast rooms, to gaming rooms, to 3D machines. It's a big after school thing on the West Bank. Greg Ravy is the owner there. They just recently I was able to go to this. They got $1 million donated to the city of Algiers through a bunch of a bunch of people like NOLA Motorsports Park, and it's just tons of people that are helping them over there. And we're really happy that NOLA Motorsports Park is a part of ours. And also we have Jam NOLA, who's going to be new. They were sponsors with us before on the radio. They're coming back to sponsor us again here on the Only Good Vibes News Network podcast at the Fan Cave Live. But so the big 6 real quick is things you can do to have a great life. It's just a foundation, right? You could do these things and you'll definitely have a great life to start off with. If you have empathy, humility, and compassion for yourself first. So if you have empathy, humility, and compassion for yourself, you'll, like highly motivated people like you and myself that have a lot of things to do, we're not always having a lot of compassion, empathy, and humility for ourselves. We're always like, I got more shit to do. I don't have time to celebrate. I got to do this. But you've done a lot of things to get here, Kelly. You've spent a lot of your years like setting things up, finding people to donate to, getting people to fill in, doing organizations. Like, you got to have compassion, empathy, and humility for yourself because you do a lot of shit. Like, we don't really like do that. Pour Gatorade on yourself. Pat yourself on the back. But just don't build a house and live there, right? You can do that. But so that's the first three. And then you can give it to someone else. But the last three is always help people. Because if you help people, it's going to be an inside job. You know that. I know you know that from all the fundraisers. And then the second thing is, the fifth thing is, always be better than you were the day before. Because we're not perfect. We're going to mess up. We're going to miss a call. We're going to miss an email. We're going to miss something. We may even miss like a parade or something because it got by and we didn't get in time. Whatever it is. But we can always turn the page and start over tomorrow. It's brand new. Like, don't beat yourself up. And the last one is my favorite one. My last one is, you guys do this too a lot. Meet someone, like leave the world better than you found it. You can do it with air, water, and food. But what I'm talking about is meet someone you have not met before that day, right? When you wake up, meet a new person, have a great encounter with them, and walk away, and y'all both feel like, wow, man, that was really a good encounter with them. And then each do it fourfold, and that leaving the world better than you found it. And it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost nothing. It could be at the post office. It could be at like a shopping mall. You can be at the gas line, whatever it is. Always do those big 6 things. If you do those big 6 things, you have a great, great, great life. Always remember, share, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Go support Cherry Bombs. Get over there on the 29th over at Howling Wolf at 8 o'clock. Get your best karaoke voice in. Voleremo di sola. Yeah, I'm going to get my tone right. But Kelly, thank you so much for your time. And listen, guys, if you want to check us out, you can check us out on YouTube on Wednesdays. We always drop this episode on Wednesdays on YouTube. And we go podcasts for everybody on the go on Thursday. So we'll be sending that out to you. You guys can have it out, and you can send it to whoever you want to. And also, don't forget to just watch. You can share, like, subscribe, and all that, but keep an eye out and watch. We love you, and remember, who that?
Walking